In Pittsburgh, a Muslim civil rights group wants the Justice Department to investigate a shooting involving a taxi driver. The Muslim driver says the suspect asked about his background and ISIS. He also says the man mocked the Prophet Muhammad before shooting him. The driver is now recovering in a hospital while the Council on American-Islamic Relations is demanding action from the FBI and the Department of Justice. So, Tim, we also want to ask you about that case. How do we prevent those targeted attacks on people like this Moroccan immigrant taxi driver?
That's going to be very hard. That's a random attack of violence, if you will. Although he may, and we don't have all the facts in that case, but if he said those type of things, then it is actually a hate crime, anti-Muslim hate crime. And you saw those type of cases spike after 9/11. There might have been a handful of those cases prior to 9/11. You saw it spike up. The FBI tracks these hate crime cases, whether it's anti-Muslim, anti-Jewish, anti-Catholic, religion, race, sexual orientation. There is a reporting mechanism for police departments around the country to report this type of behavior. But to say you're going to prevent that singular attack of random violence against an individual that they may have opposing views with, that's going to be very, very hard to stop. What I will say, though, is that it does take our leaders, both in the public and our religious leaders and our political leaders, to come out and say, you know, we're not against this. Shouldn't be a country of anti-Muslim. That's not what this is about. We're anti-terrorist. We're not anti-Muslim or anti-any group. This is a country of religious tolerance, of acceptance, and that's where we got to get back to. And our leaders have to be speaking like that, as opposed to what we're hearing now.
Where does law enforcement and governmental agencies, where do they fall in that?
Well, I think part of it, they are part of the solution. Even their leaders have come out, and you've seen the director of the FBI come out, and he's very vocal on a lot of these type of issues. And I think you'll see more and more of that. Law enforcement needs to get involved in the community more, like they're doing across this country. You're seeing the problem that we're having with the racial tensions across this country. I don't think the religious tensions have reached that level, but there are certainly issues that law enforcement has to get with the community and work together with community to fight these issues.
All right, Tim Murphy in Washington for us. Tim, thank you so much for that analysis.
Thank you.